Page 18, Steady Eddie. They're introducing a technique for arm phrasing. I use arm phrasing sometimes, not very much. There's all kinds of techniques for phrasing, but let's learn this while we're here. I mean, it might come in handy. You can just keep it in mind in your repertoire of techniques you've learned. This is one way of doing things. This is not the only way to do it, but it is a way to do it. And to explain it, they're in the middle of the page. They're using in the right hand the C and the E notes, these notes. As I play the first note, the elbow is going to go away from the side of my body slightly. My elbow is here. As I play the note, the elbow comes out just a little bit. Not a lot. Don't have to flap your wings here. It's just a little motion. It just helps play the note in theory. So once you do that, your elbows come out a little bit. Then as you play the next note, your elbow comes up. So the first note is this way, and the second note is this way. It's a little motion. Don't exaggerate this motion. It's just a very slight motion. It just helps you a little bit. So the phrase, it's a two-note phrase because of the slur. We've talked about that before. If you don't remember what the slur is, please go back and do the videos in this book again. Just start at the beginning and go through them again, because you will forget things. And you need to go through these videos more than once anyway to really pick up on stuff. You'll get it better and better. I recommend at least twice and sometimes 3 times to go through it, and you'll get it. First note, elbows out a little bit, and then the next note it comes up. Now I also raise my wrist up. And do that on each one. And that's the technique. You can do it on either hand, and you really should practice it on both hands. You can play these notes in the left hand. Just take them down an octave. So instead of here, come here. And put your hand in C position, and just start with a little finger in the left hand. As you play the first one, the elbow's going to come away from the body a little bit, and then it comes up. Then both hands together. Feels weird at first, but to practice that. And again, don't exaggerate it. You might exaggerate it to begin with, but don't exaggerate it when you're playing, because you can put on a real show for people. They can be quite entertained with your movement. They'll stop listening to you is what happens, and they just get mesmerized by watching you. I've seen pianists who get up there and they flap their wings around, and they're amazing to watch. I have no idea what they were playing, but they were fun to watch. Now play the rest. You see in the right hand, the first 3 measures or so of the first line, there's a quarter rest. You have a half note, a quarter note, a quarter rest. Play the rest. And that means be quiet. You play a rest by being quiet. So it's first measure is 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. See, I lift my hand up for the 4th beat, right on the 4th beat. When the 4th beat starts, the 3rd beat ends. One beat ends, another beat starts. So the hand comes, or the finger comes up right on the 4th beat. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it comes up on beat 4. I get a full beat rest that way. Yeah, play the rest. You get them in the second line too. Careful. Gets tricky. The hands are not always doing the same thing. They're not always doing the same rhythm, so you have to watch yourself. In this piece, like in the first 3 measures of this, the right hand gets that quarter rest. On the 4th beat, the right hand is not playing. The left hand has a whole note. It's got to hold it down the full 4 beats. So in the 4th beat of that first, second, and third measures, the left hand is playing by itself. So it's that one. 1, 2, 3, rest. And that during the rest, the left hand is playing by itself because it's still holding the note down. And then you go on. 2, 3, rest. See, the left hand plays back up. don't worry about my little shake in the left hand. I do that. It's called a quiver. The doctor says it's there, deal with it. There's nothing that I can do about it. So I'm going to shake sometimes here, but don't think I'm trying to do vibrato or something. I'm not. It's just a physical thing I'm stuck with. Once you have that, let's try this steady Eddie thing out. It's in 4/4 time. Now this has no sharp at the beginning, right? There's nothing there. So it's in C major. Again, do the scale video on C major. Nag, 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 I know, okay. Hands are in C position because if you look at the top staff at the beginning, you have a thumb on middle C in the right hand. That puts your hand in C position. And then the left hand, you have third finger on the E. That first note is an E, right? You knew that. And the next one, that puts your left hand in C position. So you're in C position. See, I told you so. I'll give us 4 counts. Let's play this together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.